Only one of the following three statements is true. Option A, my middle name is Felicia. Number 2, I was voted by my high school graduating class most likely to succeed at starting a chinchilla rehabilitation center. Option Omicron, I run an outdoor adventure parody series with my cat. Although all three statements are equally outlandish, only option Omicron is true. The channel is Cringeworthy Overland, not Singeworthy Rubber Band, and the time is now. Hey, put it there, brother. Slim me some skin. Psych! After you last met up with me and my cat Miso in the southernmost town on the Oregon coast, we headed further south through the Redwood Coast of California before cutting inland through Northern California to reach Lassen by late August. Here are some of the stops I made along the way. Looks just like Oregon. Who'd have guessed? Time for a selfie with the cat. Cooperate, Miso. We don't need to see your butt. Look at the size of this thickie. Hi dear, you're very brave. What's new in Cat Jeep world? Oh, good job. So, good job. That was brave. This brings us to the present day, tucked away in a little spot in the Lassen National Forest. I thought I'd take a moment to give you a little tour of my campsite. I'd actually gone a good long while without having a camp I was proud enough of to give you a tour of. For the Oregon Coast Adventure, all of my camps were actually just highway pull-offs or rest areas or parking lots. So I was going from pull-off to parking lot to pull-off, and it was actually all pretty uninspiring. So I decided to keep all of that off camera. Here in Northern California though, at Lassen, I found a sweet little spot right along Lost Creek. Can you believe it? This camp is huge, has a little bit of sun, a little bit of shade, and there are no people as far as the eye can see. This is my adventure cat Miso, who also enjoys a little bit of sun and a little bit of shade at the same time. I've unhitched Black Bear, my Jeep, from the trailer to give myself more mobility to go on the trails and to make my camp look bigger, better, and more menacing. All of my camps have some unexplainable oddity, and for this camp, it's these hanging logs. Anybody have any idea what these are for? I don't know, but they're creepy. Blair Witch, anyone? I wanna go home. Just kidding, it's not really that bad. Anyway, I think I just figured out what these are for. Oh yeah, baby! So much fun! So much fun! and practical. Oh. All right, I got this. I got this. One of these days it's gonna work. How kind of the last campers to leave us a broom. I can't say I'll be doing much sweeping, but I will be raking in the views and subscribers. All 3 of them. What's up, Miso? You're back in the pines. What do you think? Miso is back in the pines. Come on, Miso. I have figured out that Miso's nemesis is flowing water. Now that I've determined that the hanging logs aren't the work of an evil entity, things are feeling much more settled around camp, so I'm going to take the Jeep out and explore the trails a little. You ever wonder where Miso sits when we go off-roading? There's a cool burned area out here, so I think I'm gonna stop and check if I can find a place to pull over. Look, shrooms. Life is trying to come back after the burn. Trees definitely look better when they're alive, but for sure there's a creepy charm about these charred trees. Look, it's like a charcoal barbecue. Now my hands are all black. Here's a payoff. I present to you Mount Lassen and Mount Shasta at the same time. If they were a Hollywood couple, they would be Mount Shasson or Mount Lasta. Which one's better? Place your vote in the comments below. Never mind, no one comments. That was a nice drive. We made it to the top of West Prospect Peak, so let's get out and enjoy the view. This scenic drive has thus far been all gain and no pain, so I'm going to try something that ups the adversity factor a little bit. I'm going to try to ascend this hill with my Jeep just for kicks. Whoa, it's like the beginning of Space Mountain. Wow, wow. I have done it! I have reached the top. I have given you a full day of blockage-free off-roading. Welp, it looks like this road is gonna end in tears as well. No! Fuck! Now it goes back down the same way it came up. Wee! Wee! I'm gonna go ahead and say that the day of off-roading is complete. It's time to go back and make something to eat involving canned clams. Clam chowder with corn tortillas. What could be more New England or Mexican? The best part about all this living and working on location stuff is I really can just roll out any time and make a photograph. Good morning, Miso. Yesterday was a great day of exploring Lassen National Forest by Jeep. It went a little bit too effortlessly, in fact, and rather than pushing my luck and trying for a second consecutive flawless day, I think I'm going to head into the national park and see what I can explore on foot. Love these leisurely drives. No agenda, just enjoying the scenery. Are you effing kidding me? I have places I need to be. Stop number 1. A pull-off high above the Little Hot Springs Valley. I'm really drawn to this burned forest, which at first might seem depressing, but it makes for really digestible compositions. Stop 2. The Bumpus Hell Trail. If you're a fan of tedious facts and figures that you'll forget in 3 minutes, press pause now. If you're more of a visual learner, proceed with me. It's like a mini Yellowstone. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. Bumpus Hell is a small area of intense geothermal activity, and it smells the part. Very sulfury. Pour me a heaping bowl of sulfurios. I wish I could add smell to videos, because this is something. I don't think you'd like it. I think I might need a shower when I get back. Not an episode goes by where I don't find myself on a boardwalk. What? The boardwalk is closed here? What are my tax dollars going towards? Look who we have here. Blinky squirrel. I don't have anything for you. I'm sure you're very well fed, though. Stop 3. Lake Helen, one of the best perspectives on Mount Lassen. I made this night photo 5 summers ago from this same spot. Notice anything different? Yeah, the lake was frozen. Stop Quattro. A roadside pull-off where Kings Creek meanders through an amazing meadow towards Lassen Peak. Stop 5. Cinco. Cinque. Penta. The granddaddy-o of all Lassen experiences. Hiking Lassen Peak. Don't let the red laces and soles fool you. These boots are hardcore. It's very bright today, so I'm going to wear my Polly the post-pandemic camper sunglasses. That's way better. But why is everything so green? I've been to Lassen a bunch of times, but it's been about 20 years since I did this hike. I remember it being steep. Very steep. It's 2.5 miles up and 2.5 miles down the same way. And I did at the time remember that this was the hardest 2.5 miles I'd ever hiked. Why am I already feeling the burn? I just started. This isn't right. There's our obligatory deer sighting. What's up, deers? Remember I showed you Lake Helen before? This is Lake Helen from above. The map says I've only gone less than halfway. That doesn't seem possible. And it starts to get a whole lot steeper too. Look at how the trees have changed from way down by the lake over there to up here in the alpine zone. The pine trees here are short and stocky, and the needles are thick and short. The hallmark of an alpine tree. Oh, snap. Look what we still have to do. I don't think the fact that there are stairs makes this any more comforting. We just reached our first patch of snow. Foot traffic's getting denser as we get closer to the summit, since people are taking more breaks on this steep terrain. Well, aren't you a sight for sore thighs? Half a mile to go. If you want to know why these butterflies have arrived at such a high elevation, I have a really great informative placard for you. Press pause now. Yes, I have made it to the top. From here, we can see into the crater of the volcano and another stunning view of Mount Shasta. Wait, there's another peak over there. I better do that one just to make sure I actually got to the real summit. Ugh. Ah, there's the survey marker. Yes. Let's get one for the Grim, baby. I've only got one follower. Let's see if he's online. Come on! Okay, now there can be no doubt. Lassen Peak, 10,456 feet. Having done the same hike 20 years apart, I can say it was easier this time. No, it was just as hard. Okay, it was harder than I remembered it. I've got lunch waiting for me down in the Jeep, so time to backtrack. All I have to do is reverse the video and get back down. Hey, look. There's that meadow that I liked. Well, this day's been pretty action-packed, so I'm gonna take it easy now. This seems like a tidy place to wrap up Lassen in Northern California. I want to start making my way back to Arizona now, but most of the West still seems pretty darn hot. So I've got a little bit of research to do to find a cool route home. Until then, I hope you stay cool too, and remember, to stay cool, sometimes you gotta stay cringeworthy. Guys, my backlog of stickers is getting problematic. I've got 5 stickers going across the last 3 episodes worth of adventures that I haven't put on my Jeep yet. I've got California Redwoods, Lassen, Mount St. Helens, Mount Rainier, and North Cascades. What am I going to do with all these? I think it's time for some of these old, wrinkly, peely stickers to go to make room for the new ones, like this Joshua Tree one. I know I'll be back there and I'll be able to get a new sticker then. Look at that. Pretty clean peel. There we go. North Cascades, Mount Rainier, Lassen, California Redwoods, and Mount St. Helens. Bye-bye. Miso is doing an excellent job of following the rules of camp. Good job, Miso. You gonna tear around now? Ha ha.